Hello, so this is Ellie doing I might call this Let's Relax. I'm gonna be playing Okami. So let's start a new game. Okami. Alright, this Okami is one of my favorite games because it's story-based. There's a lot. Well, it's gorgeous. It's just a plain gorgeous game. The controls are fairly intuitive for me, although you'll see how bad I am at drawing circles. Talent known as Kamiki, proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. I haven't actually finished Okami before, as it happens. The only video games I've actually made it all the way through are Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. But reason I haven't finished Okami, besides that there's a reason I am the fake part of Fake Geek Girl's game, is I was in like the second to last area, and then I think there was a power outage while I was saving. That or I just turned the console off, I don't recall. And my save slot was corrupted, which was a bit disheartening. And it's a lot of game to get through, although I do love it. I have watched Beth play it all the way through, as I do with a fair number of games. I'm not going to be paying a whole lot of attention to the story. Or like the dialogue. I'm going to assume that y'all can read it while I talk. Although if you'd like me to be quiet during the dialogue, pop a note in the comments. But I know the story. I'm going to assume that you guys can read it. And we can spend all our time as a wolf, running around like past mythological Japan and making things bloom. Right. Okami is one of my favorites because I don't like turn-based combat. I don't like first-person games. And I like having a lot of mobility in my character. I like the ability to like run away and zoom back in to attack and then run away and then dart back in. I like jumping around. And I'm not actually a huge fan of combat. One of the things I'll be doing I'm gonna try and keep this playthrough recorded as much as possible, but if there's anything I'm going to do off recording, it'll be demon fang farming. Certain monsters, if you use the right technique at their moment of death, or also if you pee on them, don't ask, will drop demon fangs. And fairly early on you can trade demon fangs for a lot of useful items, including my personal favorites, which are an item that acts as a magnet and draws in any like pick-upable things like money, food, etc. Things that drop you don't have to actually run over them so closely, it'll just magnetize them into your body. I like that one, but my real favorite, I forget what it's called, is an item that makes it so that the random encounters, which take the form of demon squirrels that sort of fly after you if you get too close, but the demon squirrels don't notice you. So you can still choose to set off a random encounter, but you don't have to. It's not necessary. And I like that sort of thing. One of the other great things about Okami is that it doesn't have a leveling system. Your leveling takes place in the course of the plot as you gain new abilities and new items, but you need money and following the plot line in order to level. You don't need to fight more. And I like that. I like that you can really do a pretty much entirely plot run through as long as you, well, remember what all your abilities are. This whole opening sequence, which takes place 100 years in the past, is useful to remember, but not necessary. It's very, there's a lot of what I tend to think of as cyclical history in this game. This is 100 years in the past, and it's like a play that's been recast, where the actors are different, and the actors are different, there are line changes, but the narrative works to keep things similar. Up to an extent, anyway. Which is a bit spoilers, I guess? Yeah, sorry, I'm going to try not to seriously spoil anything, but I might be dropping hints, just because I don't have patience to remember what I can say and can't. Like, I'll not spoil major plot hints if I can, major plot events if I can help it. But things that are pretty obvious, I'll probably go for. This is also a common game for me because of the way it does dialogue. If you listen, all the dialogue is like this, what's happening in the story here. And it's composed of vowel sounds. I think I read somewhere, this is not the end of the story, I think I read somewhere that it only uses the vowel sounds present in Japanese. Because, and here we go to the present. Same village, same area. I'm gonna shut up I'm gonna pay attention to the actual game for a bit. Here's a temple with a sword in it. Sorry. This legendary sword. Hello, completely mysterious figure that I definitely don't know who that is. Oh no, don't do the thing. Don't do the thing. Why are you doing the thing? Just a legend, nothing but a fairy tale. This was a bad plan. the screen is shaking, and so is my controller. Sorry I didn't warn for the shaky screen in advance. I forgot that happened. I wish darkness unto the world. That sun is just so painful to my eyes. Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry I forgot to warn for the shaky screen. The only other thing, vibrating. The only other thing I can think of to warn for right now, is there's a character, Isun, who'll show up in a bit, who is very gross and, ooh, this can't be good, who is very gross and creepy and kind of pervy about women. Not to any sort of extreme extent. It's the sort of horrible tragedy suddenly swept over the land. Found it soon to escape. No prizes for guessing which one. Anyway, Isun, it's not... They aren't overt sexual comments. Nothing at all like you would find in a lot of internet comment sections. But like, see how Sakuya here has cleavage? That'll be commented upon. And it isn't super bad, but it's definitely enough to be a little uncomfortable. This game did some fan servicey things that I really think they could have done without. This is just like the ancient prophecy of doom. How troublesome. Yeah, that's how I feel too. That said, it is a very pretty game. Isun, though these events where Isun is pretty gross are pretty far between. There's a lot more wow, she's so pretty than anything else. But that's in there. That's definitely in there. Materasu, now's the time. I've never needed your power more. Shine your divine light upon this broken and polluted world. This game is not at all a metaphor for pollution and environmentalism. Not one bit. It's very pretty. And the music is gorgeous. The music is gorgeous. There's a lot of cute things that happen in it. Okami and Materasu, aka us. This is us. We are the sun god, well, goddess, whatever. We are the sun deity in the form of a wolf. We're pretty great. It's divine white light, such beauty and grace. She's beauty, she's grace. She'll lie down and sleep. But punch you in the face, kick you in the face, divine instrument you in the face. You know. Evil demon is in red, so we know it's important. This thing where Amaterasu sits down and then yawns and then lies down, that actually also happens in-game. It's nice the way they put that in, I think. If you stand still long enough, you'll do that. The world has succumbed to devious and vicious beasts. Beasts. As in medieval men. Our fine and beautiful country of Nippon, aka we aren't even San Franciscoing it. We are in past mythological Japan. This is not a secret. We're in past mythological Japan using vague takeoffs on Japanese mythology. Yeah, and here's Isun. And here's unneeded fan service. And, oh look, here's our erstwhile companion. He's not very large. Yeah, yeah, sure. Isun does get better. And Isun certainly gains more depth. Which is, it's interesting because, Isun, Wandering Artist, they're very gradual characterization. In beginnings, that's not a word. Deepenings, you learn more about people, but not quickly, because one of the things about being a protagonist who doesn't talk, and we don't talk, we make decisions, but we don't say things. And when we eat Isun and spit him out because he's being a jerk, yeah. Yeah, sure, I will. I said Denkomaru, yeah. Anyway, one of the things about being a non-speaking protagonist is that and low communication in general, is that Isun does all the talking for us, and otherwise what you pick up about characters and the world in general. And this is a more expansive world than you'd think from the size of the world map. What was I saying? Right, one of the things about that is you only pick up what people tell you of their own accord. So, I mean, there are exceptions, certainly, but like, we learn more about Isun over the course of the plot. Isun and Isun's past and why Isun is in Kamiki. Some kind of special power. I wonder what that could be. Anyway, you learn a lot about Isun and other characters who have yet to be introduced, and the history of the place. I'm just gonna go right into where I know I need to go. But you learn all this stuff very slowly from world knowledge, which I'll point out as we go. Can I now? This is the tutorial section. I'm just gonna zoom. This is an origin mirror, aka a save point. To put it shortly, you can save. Make sure you have what you need, aka here's all the tech specs. Zoom. Look, as I run, as we run, we pop up. I'm not gonna break the pots, it's annoying. We, grass comes up at our feet. If you run long enough, you can speed up. And speeding up will take you to flowers, and then more flowers, and the faster you're going, the more like unto a god you are, basically. Yeah. Boom. I got some health. I'm also going to break this, so crashing noise incoming. This is money. In this game, because we are in Japan, I am paid in yen. Well, paid. I don't get paid so much as money happens. Isun does not care that we are God. Pictures worth 1,000 words. Good brushwork has a soul. And that sort of thing is why when this game came out for Wii, it was very exciting for a lot of people. I don't know, God. How could anyone have the power to master all 13? Well, first, not no God, just God. I need to go up here. One thing I'm probably going to do, actually, is play through this game sort of in advance. And now this says River of Heavens. We just saw that. So play through this game in advance so I know what's... like a session in advance so I know what's coming on a different save slot. Gonna be honest, I wouldn't be doing that except first time I recorded this through, my audio volumes were really messed up. Isun, can you draw the missing star? No. Bah. What's the first one? Well, 13. Why, if it isn't Mother Amaterasu? Hello, Yomigami. These are the 13 brush gods. There's a lot of god stuff. It's a very interesting game. It's not... I don't know. I enjoy these scenes. I enjoy the mythologizing of the world. I enjoy the force of narrativium, which is, you know, things happen because they have to happen for the story to work the right way. Yeah, dry riverbed of the heavens, renew the flow of stardust. I don't actually remember what this area we're in is called. This area that we entered from going into the shining spot in Sakuya's tree. Who else could master this incredible god technique? Why is soon? I just don't know. Zoom. Oh, would you stop? Yes, yes, River of the Heavens. I got it. Amusingly, restoration is one of the techniques you use least. Oops. I wonder how you can tell that people are using the celestial brush technique. Tricks. So normally when you draw a line, it looks like this. If you hold triangle instead of square, it's a thicker line, which is very helpful for restoration and not very helpful for much else. Well, Isun, there are two beings here. One of them is a god. Oh, I didn't make it all the way across the river. Whoops. There we go. Oh, come on. I'm right here. That's not... Oh, for frackin'. Really large bodies like this, it's hard to do restoration to because you have to get all of it at once. And that is difficult. There we go. And there's me out of ink. And when I'm out of ink, I don't have my godliness. I'm a regular wolf. Here, let's just fill in all of this while we're at it. There we go. And boink. I obtained an astral pouch, aka an extra life. I'm not going to start feeding it now that, or actually I will, just to demonstrate. Now that I have the astral pouch, a lot of these pots contain food. The first time you get any item, it shows this info box, but that won't happen more. I just want to get these because, oh, money. And an orange. Okay. I want to get these to get those items out of the way. Okay, and now I'm here and there, and see now I've got pink flowers. Next speed up will be yellow. It's all very pretty. Hopefully it'll let me go long enough for you to see. Nope, because I ran into things. I run into things a lot when I'm speeding up like that. What was I saying? I don't remember. I have absolutely forgotten what I was saying. Oh, astral pouch. Legendary shrine must be in the cave of Nagi. Where the heck are we, Furball? You know, I just don't know. Somewhere not totally physical, though. And, oh, right, okay. First thing I was saying was we don't use restoration a lot past this beginning point. There are a couple times in late game that you use it, where the first time I played through most of the game, I definitely forgot that restoration existed and had to go and look through my brush techniques again. Well, Isun, never heard of Amaterasu? It's not like you don't know my name. Filling in constellations. And it's Reepicheep. A mouse with a sword. A rather large sword. Alright, so restoration, that, and then astral pouch. I'm not going to go around expressly looking to fill it up, just because there are a number of quests where, because I don't tend to die a lot in early game at least, and there are a lot of quests where you get food as your, like, prize, and honestly it always annoys me that once your astral pouch is full, you still eat the food, but you don't get anything out of it. So just for a little while, to complete at least the first one of those, I will. I am just like that Shiranui. I wonder why. It is indeed just like the legend. More tips. If you press square is what you use to draw, to paint. If you press square and X at the same time, it makes the line straight, which is very helpful for me sometimes, because sometimes it's hard to make a straight line. Well, Isun, you didn't really overestimate yourself for, you know, a mortal being. Lucky me indeed. Isun's coming along to learn all the things. That thing, aka food. And I've got a plot arrow, and I really wish the camera would turn around, because I don't like... It won't let me out unless I power slash again. Whee! And, oh, whoops. I accidentally power slashed that tree. And here are here's one of the few places where a random encounter is absolutely non-avoidable. They happen whenever the game needs to introduce a new enemy. So, plot stuff happens, you go somewhere. Oh, I can't pee yet. Oh right, that is a... It's about to tell me that when they turn gray, I can use brush techniques on them to great effect. I'm not going to do this because using a brush technique, using power slash on these enemies at this level will kill them, and I can't show you the way to get demon fangs. Yeah. There we go. See how they have an extended death animation? I'm going to power slash across this. Oh, I failed. I failed to do the thing I wanted to do. There we go. And power slash. And see how it spit out a demon fang? Ink bottle. Time was not great because I'm not using the quick techniques. Come on, speed up. Gonna get another random encounter up here. Zoom. Whoa, it auto left me. Yep, here we go. My favorite weapon, this divine instrument on my back is not my favorite weapon. Usually you end up with one slot for a divine instrument that's circle shaped and one slot for beads. which tend to be a ranged attack. My personal favorite option is a certain set of beads that let you shoot, or let you use the triangle button to basically fire bullets at your enemy. And I like that because I am a fan of ranged weaponry. Oh, I just went boing. There we go. There are things that can hurt me. I am prone to drowning, but jumps don't do it. Yes, I just need to get back up enough. Now this will be pretty. This sort of scene is what I'm really here for. It's not my favorite one of those scenes. These little paw prints happen if you press X on the loading screen. If it happens enough times, you get a demon fang as sort of compensation for your slow connection sort of thing. Yeah, Isun, yeah. But seriously, we should go check out the village. Now, last time I played this, I got a little stumped here because you can't just go here and then know where you're supposed to go. When Isun says, let's go talk to the villagers, you actually do need to talk to the villagers to get the prompt to do what you have to, but you technically can do at any point. Whee! Getting caught on things. So let's go look at her. That's monsters, and let's check one more people. What's up? Here we go. Let's find some high ground. And now I've got the plot arrow. I have to examine enough villagers that, not that I, the player, clue in, not even that Amaterasu clues in, but so that, yes, I know, I just want to get through. But I have to examine enough villagers that Isun clues in and gives me the prompt. Whoa, uh-oh. That's not what I meant to do. It's possible I shouldn't have been moving that quickly, because I do not have the best control over my wolf. Yes, Isun, I get it. Boing. And here we go, up to the platform. This is bad, the sun's not even shining. This is not as black as night. This is as black as night right before it turns into day, as it happens. If only the sun were out. If I could draw a circle, we'd have ourselves a sun. That'd be impossible, but if we had that kind of power from the start, like if we are Amaterasu, goddess of the sun, that is my kind of failure circle. That's not the worst circle I have ever drawn. I'll say that much. My name is Amaterasu. That is the name of the sun god. It's not a coincidence. I can turn night into day. I'm probably going to be turning day into night more often once I get that ability. Flowing brushes like music from the heaven. And here's the first mention of Isun's grandfather, who, if you'll think generationally, might be important. Why don't we name your brushwork? It's called Celestial Brush. We did bring out the sun. Isun's grandfather is important. We won't know more about him for a while. That's a late game sort of important. He has got an orange on his head. I wonder what his name is. It's Mr. Orange. I'm going to play this game through just until there's a quest I'm going to do. A really short quest I'm going to complete. And then I'll be stopping. Just getting through this opening tutorial section. Here's what I look like to other people. I'll just get through this tutorial section and do that one quest and then save. And that'll be it for today. Interesting about... We see what I look like through Mr. Orange's eyes. I do not look like that to Isun. Isun is definitely a people. And we'll meet more of Isun's family. But Isun is not a human people. What is that sudden chill down your spine? It is us ignoring you. Yeah. Yes. I wonder. Like monsters, even. Oh my god, you're... No, it's not a job for your trusty sword. It's a job for Mr. Orange's head. He's fine. Although that can have been comfortable. What am I doing, guys? These green imps are one of the basic... Oh, that red circle in the corner there. That shows my shielding level. Making combos brings it up. Getting hit brings it down. I do get aggressive whenever. I got myself some praise. My leveling ability... Divine intervention, huh? A lot of my sort of like upgrades to myself come from praise. Things that give me praise... Beating monsters does not give me praise, generally. What gives me praise is restoring nature. The gods have grown so weak, or people who don't believe in the gods don't get to see the gods. I'll be getting to those trees later. I have a feed bag full of seeds. Yes, it is animal food, and giving food to animals gives me praise as well, and is very, very cute. Yeah. I'll probably... Yeah, it's a menu. It functions like all menus. I'll pull it up and show you. Here. This is what the menu looks like. This is where I'd use my praise, which is in itself very pretty. You can't really see the patterns, but it is. This is where I get upgrades. This is where you see my techniques. This is monsters I've fought. This is a travel guide that you pick up. I think that's it. No, it's not. Maybe. I don't know. Whatever. This is the map. It's not very useful. And here's See how I've got a main weapon slot and a sub-weapon slot? Well, it's actually beads when placed... Okay, the reflector as a sub-weapon gives you a shield. Beads as a sub-weapon give you a more ranged attack. Hey, birdies, come back. Gonna wait around until the birdies come back. And then I'm gonna feed them. I'm not gonna be doing a feed everything run, because that's tedious and there are a lot of birds, and there are a lot of places where you get nightingales during the night and sparrows during the day, and I just don't think anyone really wants to... Hey, birds. I don't think anyone really wants to sit around while I change day to night and... Boing. This guy does timed challenges. I'm not gonna do one right now. But if you if you do things quick enough, he gives you praise. He starts believing in things when... Where did my... Oh, it's over here, I think. Somewhere around here is... Is it back? Nope, not here. Somewhere around here is Mrs. Orange and... Oh, there it is. That annoyed face. Mrs. Orange and her little quest that I'm gonna do. It's very short, and I'll get some nice things from it. Better be careful, dear. Wait, listen, monsters. I think we're okay. Yes, yes, Isun. Isun is well known around here. Green triangle means there's more stuff to do here. Ever shall you do? If only there was someone around who could make a new drying pole. It's not quite done yet. Okay. Hang drying lingerie is pretty nice, actually. It makes things smell good. There's the sun, all nice and close. I don't think it really matters where you draw the sun, as long as it's visible in the sky. Cherry cakes, that's what I'm after. And some crates. Okay, there's a lot of stuff to do in Kamiki. A lot of people to talk to and all. But right now, I'm going to save. Come on. And if you like this video, check out, this is all my other, if you like this video, check out more things on the channel. Got any comments, leave them below, or check us out on Tumblr at, fakegeekgirlsgame.tumblr.com. We love chatting to people, and our Ask box is open, so that's a good place to leave comments as well. See ya when I see ya. We're in a couple weeks, probably.